Hey guys, it's Leon. So, this is my first time doing a commentary. I'm sorry if it's really shit. I'm also sorry if you can hear the dryer in the background, but you know, shit's gotta get done. For a lot of you, this is your first time hearing my voice. You're probably really confused because I'm pretty sure everyone thinks I'm a boy, and now you're probably more confused because you're trying to figure out if I am a girl or a 12-year-old boy. But I just kind of wanted to talk about the event and everything that's going on with it and all the stuff that's come out from Ateam. I've been playing Unison League only for about 7 months. It hasn't been as long. There's a lot of people that have been around a lot more than I have. It's been a pretty good experience so far, except for a lot of the things that Ateam has fucked up with. But I mean, I know it happens in games in big companies. So the big issue right now, and it's a huge uproar in the Unison League community. If you haven't heard about it, I'm really surprised. But it's about how they are going to be taking back all the gear that people got from the SR tickets for the collab because of the broken rates. Here's my issue with it, and I'm gonna try really hard not to bash Ateam because that's not what this video is about. It's about kind of just getting my opinion out there and kind of just talking about it. But yeah, I liked it because, you know, it got me to 400k and I was really excited, and I actually put a lot of time into the event because I enjoyed it and because I knew that it was really gonna help me. Another thing that I really liked was that it kind of evened out to an extent the playing field for the free-to-play players, because, you know, they don't have many chances like this where they get really good gear and they're able to use it, you know, because when you're a free-to-play player, it's, you know, getting the gear is what you do. You grind for it, you work hard for it, and I commend free-to-play players for that, because I, in the past couple months, have gone the easy way out. Instead of, you know, really working for it, I just buy it. So this, for them, was, you know, something that they already do, but they get really good stuff for it, you know, not the, hey, we're gonna give you a monster, but here's Poseidon. Like the really shit rates that we get. And, you know, I'm not saying that all the monsters are shit. Like, a lot of the newer monsters, like Tier, are really good. You know, I feel bad for the free-to-play players, because this is, you know, one of the very few chances, probably the only chance since I've been here, except for the 31 cost gear that's supposed to be coming up for the ordeals, that they actually get a chance to have good gear. So that way, in stuff like Collab, it's, you know, they don't have as much of an issue against whales, because I don't do Collab. I think I've done it maybe once the whole time I've had UL, but I see how stressed and how angry everyone gets about it, so I just avoid it at all costs. It sucks for them, and I mean, it sucks for people that pay for it too, but like, if you pay for it, like, I think I've only spent like 10-20 bucks on this event so far, and I'm probably not going to be putting any money into it now because I'm just pissed off about it. But it just sucks for them when they finally get good gear. It's a very big mistake on their part, and I think they'll realize it eventually, because from what I've heard and what I've seen, people are doing 1-stars in like the App Store and however else they can do it. People are boycotting, people are petitioning, and they're losing a lot of their fan base, and unfortunately I don't think that they're gonna care. I think my biggest issue with this whole thing, besides the fact that they're re-rolling and I'm gonna lose 400k, is that they waited so long to actually do something about it. They had days. They put in so many spawns in between the time that the event started and the rates were broken to now. It almost feels like they knew what they were doing, because I guarantee that they saw all over the place that rates were broken, and then people put more money into it, more gems, and then they're like, okay, people are gonna keep putting more money and more gems into this game because they want to infuse and all this stuff, and people are gonna keep playing because they want the stuff, and it kind of seems premeditated to me, because I feel like there's no way that they would put in all of these spawns and not notice that something was broken. It just doesn't make much sense to me. And this isn't the first time the Ateam has done something like this. During the New Year's event, they set out the treasure spawn, and it was there for a few days. It might have even been there almost a week. I don't remember. And then they finally came out saying, "Oh, the banner's wrong. There's no featured gear. It's either the jackpot or medals." And everyone was so upset, including myself, because I spent quite a bit of money on that, because I really wanted some of the gear, and I never got any gear, and I was like, wow, my luck must just be really shit. this treasure spawn, as if it's not always shit, except for the one time. But yeah, there's that. And then I read something on the forums, and I don't know if it was actually Ateam Froggy or a fake Ateam Froggy, where it said that they were worried about people not being able to get the tickets. That it was a disadvantage for people that couldn't get the tickets. And I think that that is the biggest bullshit excuse that Ateam could come up with for that. Because that's probably one of the easiest farming events and easiest things to obtain. Because the rates for the actual tickets and the scrolls are amazing. Even if you don't have a good multiplier, the base points you get, I think, are still over 200 for the last one. I'm not 100% sure, because I already had a multiplier, so don't quote me on that, but if someone could tell me. But it's still a really good base for like what you get, and it's not hard to get those tallies or talises, whatever the hell you call them. So I think that's just bullshit. Like, they were just like, you know, we need an excuse, so it's at a disadvantage. If they want to talk about a disadvantage, how about they talk about the treasure spawns and the whales versus the free-to-play players? Because I don't see them talking about disadvantages when it comes to them putting money in their pockets. You know, people spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on those treasure spawn monsters, those very, very broken treasure spawn monsters. And I have not heard anything about having a disadvantage in game. Just look at Collab, for example. Everyone's complaining about Collab. I have Tristan. I know how overpowered Tristan is. And I think players, especially in guild battles, and if I did Collab or anything, like, it's a complete disadvantage if they don't have, like, if you have a group of whales, or just a couple whales like me, and one of my guildies are like the whales of the guild, and you have free-to-play players, so we go against guilds that pull out like Apollos, and maybe a tier will come into play, but and then, you know, a couple collab monsters, like the older ones, but like, we one-shot them every time. Like, it can just be me and her pulling monsters. Like, we can just pull one monster each. Me and her both have Tristan. She has like Brynhilder, whatever that Lancer's name is, and we can pull them and they get one shot. Only two of us have the uni and they're one shot. If they want to talk about disadvantages, maybe that's one that they should look into. And, you know, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on the forums about it, and it was ridiculous. Like, I found out, I think at like 10 in the morning-ish, I think, maybe it might have been later, I'm not sure. And, you know, everyone, because I went on Amino first and I saw everybody posting about it. And I was like, okay, because at first I thought that everyone was just bitching about them nerfing the tickets. I was like, okay guys, we kind of saw this coming, that they were going to nerf them. I did not expect them to take away everything that we got. And me and my friends, some of my friends, we were trying to understand it, and we were like, so if we got stuff from, not the free spawn, from like the paid spawns, or the gem spawns, whatever you want to call them, and we infused that stuff into the gear that we got from the tickets, are we going to get that stuff back? Like they say they're going to compensate everything, but if I don't see every piece of gold, every gem, every drop, every awakening orb, if I don't see every single piece that I got, I'm going to be pissed. I see a lot of people complaining about their stuff being removed from the forums. I don't know what's been removed from the forums personally. I just looked at it like front page, but there's pages and pages and pages of everything. So I don't know what's being removed, but if you are putting stuff on the forums, try to be constructive with your criticism. If they delete that, then that's on their part, and that's very wrong of them. But if you're sitting there and you're like, you know, fuck you Ateam, you screwed us over, yeah, they're gonna delete it. But if you post constructive things, hopefully they won't be too inclined to delete it, because that would be really dumb of them. And for those of you that don't know, there is a petition out there, and the goal was 1,000, and it's way past that from what I saw last time. I think the goal now is 2,000, but it could be even higher than that for all I know. I haven't looked, but I'm hoping that we can get a bunch of signatures, although I'm not really sure if it's gonna make a difference, because at this point it just seems like Ateam doesn't really care. Even there's a whole bunch of people that haven't gotten their refunds from the New Year's Eve one. But if you do get a refund, try to do it through Apple or iTunes or whatever, Amazon or whatever else you use. I never contact Ateam personally, because I think even in the New Year's spawn they said that they were going to take away the gear if they gave you the refund. And it's kind of like, you know, at what point are they going to start taking blame for what they do? Because this isn't the first time this has happened, where they mess up and they're like, oh, we're going to take it back. It always ends up being the issue of the players. And I think that's why everyone's so pissed off and so angry about it, because Ateam never really accepts their fault in anything. They kind of just, they put it on the player base, not blaming them, but just taking everything that we got away from it. So I think that's where people are starting to just get really pissed about it. You know, the community is just, we're just tired of Ateam screwing us over. And I think eventually it's going to hit them hard. And I do hope that they get an awakening eventually, because, you know, people can only take too much before they start to fight back. And that's kind of what's happening right now with all the, like, the 1 stars and the boycotting and the petition and all that stuff. So, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care.